Sidelines.
All right.
That was under pressure and it still worked out.
Get this labbit in.
2-1 touchdown. It's all about the pass lead. You really just have to pass lead outside, bullet pass lead outside. Once this guy, basically gets past the cornerback, and you can have a really good play. Sometimes it's best to float it. I mean, I bullet. Except we have the wide receiver power fake net. This play kind of reminds me of a wildcat play. Because even I'm not even sure where the play's going half the time. As you can see, as long as you have some speed over here, the blocking sets up pretty darn good. So it's something that you can have success in just about any defense. I would say cover 3, cover 4, maybe even some man coverages might be best. And then you can see, there is a possibility to get blown up in the backfield. You spend a lot of time in the backfield, which is like one of the downsides, and blocking sets up really well. And this guy here, this first fake receiver, really turns into a solid lead blocker.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Except we got the close PA cross. This is a good cover 3 or cover 4 1-play touchdown as is. Just block the running back and make sure that you roll in the direction of the throw. As soon as it gets inside the safety, the bullet passes over the top. You can see you get behind pretty much any defense as long as you have enough speed. I'll go to the replay real quick just to show you guys what I'm looking for. Let's just the very long time. Roll in the direction of safety. So typically don't throw backwards quick. Now here, the safety does go back, but basically I'm going to wait for this guy. Once he gets inside.
And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Campbell's not really going to play on this. He's a strong safety, so once he gets past that depth, it's also a pretty safe time to throw. Because I'm bullet passing away from this safety, so there's not really a play that he can make.
Man, we need help bad with my plays. Alright, this shit ain't working out.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And caught by Lamb.
Okay, then.
He will have a Cowboys first down.
You got lucky.
Able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Follow your blocking. Follow your blocking.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott.
Good shit.
Not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson now off the option, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
We're still able to kind of almost come up with it. So the deep cross to the sideline is something we really want to look for as well. There's a way to make that crosser a little bit better. But right here,
2nd and 6.
For a big completion. Now, another thing you can do here is put your tight end on the street, like we did earlier, to bring those zones back. And then running back on it.
They run. Robinson.
And that's all you need to do.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Just like this. So this is the setup. You can tight end, put the running back on an in route, just like that. Flood concept to the left side here, running back wide over to the sidelines. Easy 10-yard completion. PA count, bro. One other set of 2.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a chance first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They got the inside zone. They have a quick base. They have a counter. We're going to go over the QB power right now. I just want to make sure you guys are mixing it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
His inside zone, his RPOs, and makes sense. So make sure you're mixing those in. And of course, if you have a mobile quarterback, mix in this QB power, especially in the red zone.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When you are in the red zone, this time you can cut up the middle. Obviously can't move not as fast as it used to be, so it's hard to get some good yardage out of it here. Try to do it one more time. You can cut back a little bit. Not having the success you want, but like I said, more of a red zone run.
Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the run, it's Robinson. And he takes it.
Good shit.
James Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
You ain't getting that off, though.
So late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, run up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for the risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Good shit.
I'm going to highlight some of the better passing schemes, including the one I'm going to do today, which is not one of my favorite for a very long time. I know a lot of people like gun blunts and stuff like that, but me personally, I like the guns. I probably have about 10 plays, and there's only 12 total plays here. So that might be a bit of leverage
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
This one right here, the drive corner, will average 21 yards play. But I'm going to go over a couple of pass plays today, and I have some extras on my Patreon on my Join Now community tab. If you guys want to see me continue this formation, if you want to see a part 2, if you want to see a full scheme on Saturday, which sometimes I put out like 20, 25 minute long schemes on Saturdays,
after the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I wish I had like that really good, but the next play would probably be the drive corner, and then the last play would be the PA cross. Those are probably my two favorite here, the drive corner and PA cross. So we're going to pick those. Like I said, I have a turn for a second scheme, so we'll let you guys want to see that. On the defensive side, we're going to start off with
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. They're looking for one, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there now.
Now, the drive corner doesn't really have a turn. Usually it's cover 3 or cover 4 drop. But it does have some very explosive plays against cover 4 quarters and man coverages. So the cover 3, cover 4 we'll get to when we get to the PA cross. But for now, let's skip ahead and be on the drive corner. Just pick up a play here.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Anything where we see a magic concept.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville. And Brandon God.
I keep forgetting to do that. And I got a time one play touchdown in this particular play, because you can see these safeties. Look how he just bites inside. You'll see that pretty much every time. And you're going to have easy one play touchdown where that bullet passes it to the outside.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Using that exact same concept. This route is also a really good man-beat route, which is another thing I see a lot. We're going to have to run it again. We're running it split blitz to start. This guy has a lot of good checkdowns, and make sure you block the run. Don't put this one because I definitely don't have enough.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 30.
Don't commit to shit.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit.
I'm fucking up at.
They're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Should have plenty of time and plenty of separation.
Same key plays.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Pull that safety back. And this is pretty much going to
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I typically like to roll in the direction of the foot just to shorten it. So like I said, real easy play here. You can see the cover 2 safeties lost in no man's land. And I'm not getting good catch and run animations at all. As you can see right there, we don't get the touchdown again. But, I mean, if I had a really speedy receiver, let's do it one more time. If I had a really speedy receiver, this is a one-play touchdown against any man coverage, any zone coverage. This would be a good rank catch here.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
Any man coverage.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So we're going to pick that next. Like I said, that's probably the second best play in this formation. This play is loaded.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. But that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Robinson now off the option, powers through it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
This is Chenault on the receiving end, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
They go option right on second. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. Just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
We stink today.
A way of putting in 2 running backs, I think that's one of the better ways to go. Me personally, I like
The
to
fuck going on, bruh?
because I typically want a certain type of
I don't even feel like playing these damn league games.
I probably want my fastest running back where the fullback is. That's the play that I'm gonna have to try to take wide a lot of times. So without a doubt, in my opinion, I want to remove the fullback, put my fastest running back at the fullback spot, which is going to be J.K. Dobbins. That's going to be the most important. The other spot, pretty much just want to have your second best running back or a good power back. If you have 2 speed backs, that's ideal, but this team doesn't necessarily have that. So that's going to be the setup as far as the substitutions. I'm going to go ahead and put both of these plays into my audibles because that's always important. So I'm going to hit the left trigger. I already have them all set up. I have the halfback zone weak at the top spot, second spot triple option, slip screen. I also have the F-lead read option. These will probably be the plays that I show and the reads that I show you guys how to make, but those are all basically run plays. I'm also going to have some pass plays at the end of this video. I'm going to have a lot of pass plays on my Patreon, on my Join Now community tab. So if you're a member there, I appreciate it. You guys will be able to check out a full scheme there. If you're not a member there, you can always check it out. Or hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'll put out the full scheme at a later date on the YouTube channel. So that's pretty much it. Let's go. Let's pick the halfback zone weak. Then on the defensive side, we're just going to go random 3-4. Before I do, I just want to say I just passed a milestone that I wanted to share with you guys because I wanted to say thank you guys and I appreciate you guys. I just passed 1 million hours of watch time, which kind of blows my mind. I don't know if that's really a milestone that most people celebrate, but it blows my mind to think that people have spent 1 million hours watching my channel, which I can't think of a bigger waste of time that I've inflicted on humanity. But I appreciate you guys nevertheless. for watching me, for supporting me, and all the love you guys show in the comments. I really appreciate it. So makes the world to me. So as far as the reads go, I'm really only looking at two things. There's only two main plays. I only run these two plays, the top two plays. I don't really run the athlete read options too much, but it's an okay play. It's definitely okay if you have a fast quarterback like we have here. But ultimately, it's really between these two plays. And the reads that I'm going to make is I'm going to look for a gap. If I'm looking for this play here, I'm basically going to look if there's a gap right in front of where I'm going. And you can see there's not. The only other option is the triple option. And this play here, there's two reads to make. The first read is I look at my tight end. If my tight end is, as long as there's no safety outside of the tight end or no cornerback or no linebacker too far outside the tight end, I can run the triple option. So that's going to be the read here. I can also go the other way, but typically I'm going to do the safe play, which is going to be holding the A button and just trying to take this as wide as possible. Now you can see why I want speed at this running back spot. So here's a look. I could probably go with either one. I mean, the linebacker's a little bit far outside of my tight end. Plus he's a superstar, so that might deter me to go the other way. And you can see how we just have a huge lane. I already over-pursued my blocker. But let's go to the replay, because you saw how big that hole was, even though, like I said, Gus Edwards isn't that fast, and I didn't really make a good run. This is something that, it looks like there's nothing going to be there. But for whatever reason, the way this play is designed, these two guys here typically just blow themselves up outside the play and take themselves around to the point where there's just a gaping hole. And if you see right here, for whatever reason, he didn't even really get a good block. Look at this hole. You know what I mean? Like, this is how this play works. There's always a massive hole there. So basically, like I said, I always pursued my blocker. If I would have slowed down a little bit and led him to that safety, I might have been able to have a touchdown. So here we have, this is something where I probably could go either way. You see the tight end is in a position where he could probably block that outside linebacker. Even though it's a little bit wide, but ultimately I find that the best play is still this play. It's the most consistent. I have my gap, so I'm going to shoot for that gap. And like I said, you can see right here, there's just nothing really there. And I'm typically getting huge 10-plus yard gains, 10 to 15-yard gains. It's a really super simple play to run. And then when, right here, that box is filled, you switch to the triple option. It's a really easy series of plays. If I didn't mention it, to hand it off to the gap, you just have to hold the A button. And then, basically just take it wide. So like I said, this is why you want your speed out here, because if you don't have speed, you probably won't be able to get to the edge a lot of times. So without a doubt, two of the better runs. Here's a little bit of a different look here, where the safety's outside the box. So that kind of eliminates the option of holding the A and handing off to the fullback. I could probably go right up the middle, but I'm going to try to force it a little bit, because there is a third option. This is called a triple option. So you could easily take it with the quarterback and then flip it out to the fullback / running back on the other side. So that there, I hit the LB button to do that. But you can see you have a lot of opportunity for success. Even that play, I think I got 10-plus yards. So here we go once again. Real easy read. Tight ends caught up. Like I said, sometimes you get caught for losses. That can happen. But ultimately, it's going to be a very consistent play. And you're going to want to continue with that read. Here we go once again. Like I said, I'm running towards a superstar. I'm running towards J.J. Watt. Might not be the best idea, but it's still the best play. Like I said, I gave myself a tough defense to go against. I gave myself the Steelers. But I still find like I'm having